Getting the most out of life, or living life to the fullest. Sounds so exciting, right? How many of you think that you get the most out of life? Not many of you, right? Many of you may be getting the most out of life, but not realizing it. I didn't realize it either. Until a friend of mine told me that, damn, Efe, you really are living this life, huh? While I was eating my fourth steak when the limit was one for each person. And I thought about it for a while. I was doing it every time while we eat. I was always cutting into lines, motivating and encouraging my friends about life, learning to have fun on my own, and most importantly, I was only hoping for the best to happen. I thought again, is this getting the most out of life? Well, eating four while everyone eats one? Kind of, but yes. Here comes the main question of my talk here today. What does it take to get the most out of life? So first of all, let's dive in and know what does getting the most out of life means. Who knows what does it mean? Okay. Getting the most out of life doesn't completely mean eating more than allowed, but it does include pushing your own limits. It means just be on your own page and don't just try to compete every single person on the planet. Do whatever you're able to do and try to accomplish a big task on whatever you can. It also means benefit. There's this thing called life. You have to benefit from it. Life may not serve you everything in a golden plate, but you have to try to get the best for yourself. Now, let's get back to what does it take to get the most out of life. Very first of all, you have to appreciate what you currently have. Have an attitude of gratitude, value your family and your friends. Know that complaining about what you don't have at the moment is senseless. What I'm trying to say is, never let the things you want make you forget the things you currently have. I'm sure you hear this quite often lately. The debate between love what you do and do what you love has always lingered. Society tells us we must love what we do, but the key to personal happiness is the opposite. Loving what we do is nice, but when the novelty wears off, when their backs are against the wall, most people quit. At such times, you need dedication to continue, and you can find dedication only when you do what you love. Don't waste your time living others' definition of life. Do what you love. Only those who do what they love survive long enough to claim the rewards of life. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm going through some things that you are already able to do, things that were always inside of you. You have to just realize it like I did. And know that problems are temporary. Visualize positive outcomes. Be patient and know that things will work out in one way or another, as nothing in life is permanent. Be constantly engaged in creating a healthy environment in your lives, no matter what. And also focus on solutions. Look forward, not backward. Take action to create solutions to face and deal with whatever it is that you're going through. Understand that focusing on the problem absorbs energy and puts you in a stress mode. And there's, of course, the famous issue of stepping out of your comfort zone. Take leaps of faith. Step out your comfort zone into your courage zone to explore the unknown and the uncertain. Be confident that believing in what you cannot see can come to reality and bring great happiness and success to your lives. Always be ready for something new in your life. Create a mindset about it. So here's the key point. Keeping an open mind. Don't limit yourselves by having tunnel vision. Instead, have a 360-degree view of your environment to broaden your vision and see the full range of possibilities and opportunities to find innovative solutions. Keep your minds open by welcoming new things and new ways of doing things. Be creative thinkers with a spark of joy. Recognize that the greatest satisfactions in life comes from conquering your struggles. Another important thing I realized in life that has helped me grow to be a happier person and live and cherish every moment is not holding on to a grudge. I like to use this analogy that holding on to a grudge is like swallowing poison and expecting the other person to die. It's like giving an angry ex free rent to live inside your head and mess everything up. Kick them out and move on with your life. Whatever you're holding on to, whatever keeps you up at night, Whatever negative emotion has been rolling around your head for weeks, just let it go. It isn't worth it, and being mad about it won't change a damn thing. If there is a burning issue relating to someone that you care about, then quit wimping out and take charge. Address the situation, confront the person, and tell them how you really feel. Be compassionate, be considerate, speak up, and address it if the other person matters to you. Have the guts to work it out. If the other person doesn't matter to you, take the even bigger step and drop it. Let it go. Drop them. Identify and make a list of the grudges you have in your life, even the relationships where you were the one who messed up. Then write a message to them and say that you're letting it go. You're not doing it for them, but for yourself. The message might confuse them at first, but whatever happens, you will be a lighter and freer person for it. The last thing I'd like to touch on and mention before I conclude my talk is working so hard. This can be simplified with just a sentence. You should not confuse your career with your life. Despite the tremendous technological advances that we've enjoyed over the past 200 years, most people work just as hard as they have in the past. If not harder, it seems that technology has made it harder for you to live the life you want, not easier. Of course, the type of work has become easier and we're now able to earn incredible sums of money from the comfort of our homes. But the fact remains that as a society, we are overworked, underpaid, and very stressed. We have extraordinary ease and leisure, yet we find ourselves constantly stuck, wondering how to live and how to live the life to the fullest. The reason for this progression is that we have lost touch with why we are working. Yes, we all have bills to pay, but you need to remember why you're paying them. What's the point of putting a bigger and bigger roof over your child's head if he doesn't even recognize your face when you come home? What's the point of buying your wife fancier and fancier stuff if you never spend any quality time with her? What's the point of having anything if you don't have the time and the freedom to actually live your life and enjoy it? Who do you think is going to be there for you when you're in your deathbed? Your clients or your family and the people who love you? Work is important. In fact, it's one of the most important parts of life. And men who don't have a purpose that they're working towards often suffer from higher mortality rates and depression. However, work is meant to be a part of your life, not your whole life. So take a step back and make sure that your work is adding value to the world and accelerating your quality of life, not holding it back. Just live your life, prioritize work, but don't allow it to become the sole focus of your existence. Try to live life to the fullest, not work life to the fullest. So, for conclusion, success in life is founded upon attention to the small things rather than to the large things, to the everyday things that are most common and near to us. Thank you.